have, 4 lands on turn 2. Go.
I was sometimes to play already.
Or something. I don't know. I didn't actually do the math there, which turn that could have been.
I won't hold it against you, I promise.
Turn 3, he would need the 3 mana for that. But
Yeah, Path was
you can totally ramp your own guy. They could fix Path, and Path would exile itself. But I mean, we were going to just do that with every card because we're afraid that Snapcaster
because Snapcaster Mage is too powerful. I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Path was such a good idea until we broke it down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I was kind of excited
really
for
want Path to exile back.
And it's not
even for Snapcaster.
It's not like Snapcaster Mage is going away anytime soon. He's got a long life to live in our standard format.
Yeah, we've got another year and a half, roughly. Year and 3 months, 3 and 4 months, something like that.
But I'm okay with that. I like him.
I love Snapcaster Mage. It's my favorite creature ever.
It's powerful, but I like it.
It is.
So Mikey on the left, Esper Control, versus Mikey on the right, Blue Black Zombies.
It's blue hat versus red shirt. Both players playing blue. There's no actual red in any of these decks. The only red is Michael's Chicago Reds jersey.
So if you guys are looking to alternatives,
the Chicago Reds? Is that?
It's definitely Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds. I was like, that doesn't
it's a
sound
Joey Votto
right
jersey
at all.
I can tell it. Not even look at the back. It's a Joey Votto jersey. So get it together.
Yeah.
Come on.
Whatever. The Cleveland Reds.
How dare you insult my team?
The Columbus
my city.
Reds. It might be the Columbus Reds. We're in Columbus.
We're going to take a moment. I demand an apology on live television right now for what you've just done. For calling us the Cleveland Reds.
I apologize.
Thank you. I looked at him when he said. I looked at him when he said that was sincere. So I'm glad. We are the Cleveland Indians. We're not good. We don't win, but don't insult us. Okay? We have a little bit of pride.
Sorry about that.
What if I called the Ravens the Baltimore Bajijis?
That's not even another sports team.
Would you be upset? I would be upset.
The Baltimore Bombers. That was almost the team name at one point. I was like, really? That's a terrible name.
The Bombers? Really?
The Bombers, yeah. I remember that back in... They were trying to figure out, what are we going to name this team? And then it was like Ravens. Oh, that's good. I like that. And it's like... It's a reference to literature. What other football team is a reference to literature?
Ravens, Bombers. Can we have a vote?
Bombers is
terrible.
terrible.
A vote? So as these guys are shuffling up, you guys are going to see Esper Control versus Blue Black Zombies. My initial thought was that Michael was going to win this tournament, but I thought that Michael was going to be playing against Delver in the finals. I don't know how well his deck is set up against the zombie deck.
Yeah, it's definitely a rougher matchup for him than we predicted if he was going to be facing Delver, I think. And we saw the reach that Michael's deck has in the game versus Delver, and he may be able to do just that. I mean, Michael's going to try to wipe, Belfatto's going to try to wipe Marlow's board. So Marlow leads with Gravecrawler, and Belfatto with an Evolving Wilds into Plains. I believe actually Belfatto was on the play there, so it was Evolving Wilds first. But
the goal for Belfatto's deck is obviously to draw things out as much as he possibly can, kill as many creatures as he possibly can. But Gravecrawler is a very difficult card to keep off the table and consistently kill. So it'll be interesting to see, exactly what he's going to be able to do to stop the assault of zombies because of Undying, because Gravecrawler continuously comes back, and because of the reach that Blood Artist provides. It'll be interesting to see exactly how these games go.
So, Michael with yet another zombie.
That's your Highborn rule right there.
Yeah, Highborn
That's
rule.
Okay.
Intimidating. What flip card is in Marlow's deck? Bloodline Keeper.
Thank you. I was like, what flip card is
yeah, I know, for a second I was like, I looked at everything but the Bloodline Keeper.
Yeah, me too. And an innocent looking Mortar Pod.
Yeah.
It's no big deal, it's just an 0-1. Nothing to see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. No, Mike's gonna have access to all 3 colors of mana now. So now his game, he can really, work his game plans on what he wants to do because he has access to all of his mana. Now is he just going to be able to overcome this, fairly good start from Michael Marlow. The combo between Mortar Pod and Gravecrawler is going to get going to provide him with the reach and keep him with the 2-1 in play. And he's just going to have to be able to overcome this. But he's a little bit already under the gun, Joey, because he's already at 14.
And there's a day of judgment. Mortar Pod's going to get a little scratch in there on the way out. And that little scratch is actually pretty relevant because Michael's already at 13. And there's the Bloodline Keeper.
A card we did not see coming.
Yeah, we haven't seen that out of the Zombies list this weekend. We haven't seen it cast, is what I mean.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's not normally a card that you typically see in a zombie deck. So it'll be interesting to see how it's able to perform against this deck. Obviously, if it goes unchecked, it is a huge problem for Belfatto.
And Phantasmal Image, I'll have a Bloodline Keeper, says Belfatto. So both players with a Bloodline Keeper in play. Now Belfatto's cannot flip.
Belfatto's cannot flip, and it's not really the end of the world. You know,
right.
He can make a, from Marlow's side, he can make a bat token, equip it to Mortar Pod, and kind of throw it at him, which...
Yeah.
Kind of throw it at the Phantasmal Image.
Right. So, looks like that's exactly what's happening here. Bloodline Keeper makes a bat, equips it with Mortar Pod, sacrifices it to target the Phantasmal Image, getting rid of Belfatto's Bloodline Keeper. So, right now we've, as far as non-land permanents go, just a Bloodline Keeper equipped with Mortar Pod on Michael Marlow's side of the board, and that's all we've got.
Marlow has drawn a pretty heavy amount of lands this game.
Yeah, for his deck.
Yeah, for his deck. If you look at his deck list, he's only playing 21 lands. He doesn't play a lot. And
Belfatto just played Forbidden Alchemy at the end of Marlow's turn.
Okay.
And dumped a Ratchet Bomb and I believe a Ponder into the yard and something else that I didn't see.
Daddy's home from work.
Here comes Sun Titan. Sun Titan bringing back Phantasmal Image, copying Sun Titan. Bringing back, thinking about it, Ratchet Bomb. I don't know that he even had any other options besides Evolving Wilds.
Yeah,
but that's quite a board position for Belfatto. Sun Titan, Ratchet Bomb. And, you know, Marlow has the option to deal with that Phantasmal Titan with the Mortar Pod fairly easily, but that's worse than Gravecrawler at this point.
Yeah.
Leaving the other Sun Titan on the table to just continuously bring back the Phantasmal Image. It's kind of a futile plan.
The interesting thing that happened on Michael's side is that he drew a Phantasmal
Image.
Which
Michael?
Mr. Marlow's side is that he drew
draw a
Phantasmal Image. So he's actually going to be able to, if he wants to, if he elects to copy a Sun Titan, he can also copy a Bloodline Keeper as well. So he has some options available to him. But
that appears to have been an attack by the Bloodline Keeper. And now, as you mentioned, Phantasmal Image from Marlow copying Belfatto's Sun Titan and bringing back the Highborn Ghoul, which also allows Marlow to bring back the Gravecrawler, and he's going to do that, bring back, equip the Mortar Pod to the Gravecrawler. He's counting things up here. And
potentially shoot the Phantasmal Image Sun Titan to be able to kind of contain things a little bit. And that's exactly what he's going to do, so that Titan trigger doesn't actually happen. And then he's going to bring it back. He's going to pass the turn. So Image, I think, was the best card he could draw that turn to be able to turn things around for him.
Look at the board. He passed the previous turn with just Bloodline Keeper. This turn he passes with Gravecrawler, Highborn Ghoul, Bloodline Keeper, a Phantasmal Image Titan, and the Mortar Pod.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he had the Mortar Pod last turn too. So Belfatto ticks up his Ratchet Bomb, and Marlow gives him a die to use.
Sportsmanship.
Belfatto looks for a miracle on the top. He does play Terminus.
Yeah, I mean Terminus would be insanely good right now.
Yeah. He's gonna have to. Okay, so looks like he's attacking with Sun Titan, and giving Marlow the opportunity to trade his Phantasmal Image version of Sun Titan
That's what he's going to do.
Interesting that he didn't bring back Phantasmal Image.
That Terminus you spoke about?
Oh, it's in his hand.
I didn't see it until right before he cast it.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So Belfatto then goes ahead and hard casts Terminus, which also, yeah, I was like Bloodline Keeper, but then I realized he put the flip card itself into the deck, onto the bottom of the deck.
And Terminus putting the cards in the bottom of the deck is so much more relevant than destroying them because one of those cards is a Gravecrawler.
Yeah. So,
draw step is gonna, it's gonna reveal a Gravecrawler for Michael Marlow.
So there's Gravecrawler.
He's free to equip.
And, yeah, equips. Can't get that crazy Gravecrawler action going without another guy in play, but it's still fairly threatening.
Ratchet Bomb's gonna take
out the mortar pod.
It's gonna take care of that mortar pod shortly. Depending, I'm not really sure what Belfatto also has in his hand.
Looks like he's just gonna go ahead and do it now. So
it looks like it's a 6 or 7 mana spell. If that's
looks like another Sun Titan, maybe.
Yeah, if that's another Sun Titan.
It is Sunny Delight.
Oh, I like that. That's good, actually.
I think I've been calling him that since he was printed, but
yeah, I like that. I think that should catch on, actually.
Yeah. It certainly is delightful for Belfatto to be able to cast Sun Titan
and now Lingering
Phantasmal Image, get the Ratchet Bomb back, and I'll play Lingering Souls. This is the swingiest game ever.
Yeah, I thought that Michael Marlow was going to make a bit of a comeback on his turn, and then Belfatto just very calmly took his turn untapped, did what he needed to do with his Sun Titan, Terminus, put everything away, and now he's back in the driver's seat. Now the only thing, Mike Marlow has a Killing Wave in his hand, so he can clear some things up.
Yeah.
On Belfatto's side of the board, because he is at 10 life, but Killing Wave is going to leave Belfatto with a choice of what he wants to leave behind, that sort of thing.
Right, and it's sacrifice unless they pay X life, so he can do 5, right? You can do one for 5, and he could just be like, all right, sacrifice everything but my Sun Titan, go to 5, and then rebuild almost that exact same board position next turn.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Marlow would have to take 5 if he wanted to keep that Gravecrawler. So,
there's the
Blood Artist. Okay, so that's going to change things up a little bit.
That is going to change things quite a bit, actually.
That
was a good draw step.
Yeah, Marlow's full of them apparently.
Yeah.
Phantasmal Image, and then Blood Artist. Passes back.
I think what he's going to do is he's just going to set up the big turn next turn.
So Ratchet Bomb ticks up, Belfatto untaps, looks for a miracle. And this is game 1 of the finals, the Star City Games Open Series in Columbus. And it's already packed with action and excitement.
This is interesting.
If the next 2 games, or at least the next game, goes like this, I'll be happy. Because this back and forth is really, really entertaining. All right, so
he's going to get in with all of his guys.
What's he going to bring back here? Oh, some Evolving Wilds.
Yep.
So everybody attacking. So double Sun Titan and I believe double Spirit. Don't see the second Spirit.
But there's a second Spirit from the Lingering Souls there. The thing to note here is that Belfatto's only at 10 life. That Killing Wave is going to be for 5. So he may potentially have to lose his entire board.
Yeah.
Just so that he doesn't die.
So what's happening here?
That's a Forbidden Alchemy flashback.
Okay.
And with the attacking, I'm just sure that the life tools haven't been.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so Marlow at 6. Yeah. Keep it in bounds, fellas. We appreciate it. I know it's not, when you're actually down there, it feels like you're like really cramped.
Ooh.
So Oblivion Ring from Belfatto for the Blood Artist, and that puts the brakes on Marlow's plan.
Dagger.
And unless he can top deck like another one, I don't know. He had his plan all set up. It was all coming together. He's like, I'm at 6 life. I'm fine at 6 life. I'm going to Killing Wave next turn. And if not end the game right there, I'm going to be gaining some life. It was going to end the game.
Yeah.
I don't know that Belfatto could possibly have found a way to survive through a killing wave.
Yeah, I think Belfatto would have just had to let all of his guys die.
Right, but then Blood Artist kills him.
Well, he's only at 10.
Right.
He's only at 10, so he would have lost 2 Lingering Souls tokens, the Sun Titan, and
He would have lost, what, 4 guys?
Yeah, he would have lost 4 guys, so he would have taken 4 from the Blood Artist.
And then another, because if Marlow dumped his guys too, so that would have been 6.
So he takes 6, he
So,
goes
yeah,
down
he
to
could have
4.
survived, yeah.
So he
right.
would have survived, but it would have rid himself of the problem, which is obviously the Sun Titan, the image, and the tokens. He would have been okay. You know, it would have given Belfatto a decision
it's
to
Josh
make.
Cho.
It's Dane Young.
Oh, sorry,
Dane
Dane.
It's okay. Can never tell which one it is. No idea.
So we have some more prizes to give away, but this time it's a Gen Con badge.
Did you think of a question?
I'm trying.
Did you think of a question? Oh,
I
no.
have a question.
Oh boy.
It may be too simple, but I have one. Unless you have one you feel like is
I'm
good.
not good at thinking of questions.
Okay, I have one then.
Okay.
All right. And this one will be popular because people love this guy.
Okay.
So for a Gen Con badge, tweet your answer to with the hashtag SCG Premium down there. And
I got it.
a random correct answer will win a Gen Con badge. So
Okay.
what blue creature
What blue creature?
is surprisingly not in the finals in either deck in the finals here, Star City Columbus. So however you want to word that, Jeremy, if you can word it better than me, which isn't much of a feat.
Yeah.
I worded that pretty poorly. But what blue creature is
What's its mana cost?
no
Because there are multiple.
it costs something blue. That's enough. No, it's what blue creature is surprisingly not in the finals.
Okay.
Here, I guess do I have to really give them more of a hint? Come on. I know there's another one that people could say,
potentially say,
but it's not as surprising as
all right,
this one.
I'll give it to you.
We've been talking about it all week. It's kind of an aberration that this is not in the finals.
I agree with you.
You know,
I agree. It's a surprise.
it is.
So there is a blue man.
It's no secret.
There's a blue man
That this was
who
expected.
on occasion flies,
to have shown up.
who has not made it to the finals this particular tournament. And if you know who it is, they win a Gen Con badge.
They could win a
They
Gen
win
Con
a
badge.
Gen Con badge. Can I answer? I need a Gen
But
Con
you can't
badge.
win. That's the thing.
Ugh.
It's chosen at random, and you're randomly removed from the.
Of
the
course I am.
contenders
Yeah, of course I am.
By Jeremy, because it's right.
We're trying to play. We're trying to play an honest game here.
Jeremy
I guess.
would be
We're
like,
gonna play
I
an
have
honest
all
game.
the Gen Con badge. I win every week.
So looking at Belfi's sideboard, who Mike on the left is up a game against the zombie deck. An interesting card that I have not seen anyone use yet. Nile Spellbound.
Yeah, we haven't seen that really.
Belfi has 2 of those, and those are really good against not only Gravecrawler, but the Undying trigger on Dross Messenger as well. So those could see some play this particular game. There's 2 Terminuses, and we saw how backbreaking it was game 1 to come in.
Even at full mana cost.
And even at 6
6.
mana, putting the guys on the bottom instead of destroying them like Dave Judgment would is really, really good. And timing reinforcements, everyone's favorite sideboard card, to buy him the time to get to exactly where he needs to get to, which is exactly what Belfatto, is trying to accomplish. So
Yeah, I gotta say, Belfatto got out of that game 1 by the skin of his teeth. But I think by the same token, if Marlow had won, I'd say the same thing about him.
Yeah,
because that
he just happened to pull
was
it out.
the swingiest match or game right there that I think either it could have gone either way. Like if Belfatto had not, I believe he forbidden Alchemy into that Oblivion Ring for that Blood Artist, and it would have been tough for him to win if he had not seen that.
now for Marlow's sideboard, I see 3 Undying
Does this say
Evil.
hungry family?
That's his human frailty.
Oh, sorry.
Human frailty, because I haven't seen Hungry Family be printed yet as a card. But when
I
they,
just couldn't read it.
when they start to run out of ideas, I suppose that could be an option.
Hungry family. It's the
What
Thanksgiving
would
set or
Hungry
something. I don't
Family
know.
do
I don't
exactly
know.
if that were a card?
Hungry zombies, we know what they do. Bath salts.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, I see Undying Evil, which is actually really good against, almost all of Belfatto's removal. So I could see that making an appearance, which is a card we haven't seen it constructed at all. Liliana of the Veil perhaps making an appearance out of his sideboard, and the Sword of Feast and Famine could also do some
yeah,
work
that's like
as
a
well.
maybe. Yeah, it's like one of those ones where it's like, yeah, it's awesome. It doesn't really. I mean, it can pro black from some of the removal spells. So
And just make his threats just a little bit overall
yeah,
more
or
efficient.
just be make just the actual +2/+2 and the little sword triggers could be just awesome. So.
Yeah. I still think things favor Belfatto a little bit here, because after sideboard, I think the games get a lot better for him because of timely reinforcements, because of the Celestial Prisoner's Board, and because of Terminus. But that being said, Mike Marlow flooded out pretty badly that game, and if he doesn't do that, and he only has 21 lands in his deck, this could be a completely different game.
I hope it's not too different. That was really exciting.
That was a good game, actually.
So the hall is starting to fill up with legacy players, legacy aficionados.
Everyone has finally woken up.
We need to make sure all the Sneak and Show decks are correctly named.
Attack
of the Show.
That is a problem worth fixing.
Yeah. Sneak and Show. We're gonna see some Sneak and Show. I don't doubt it. We're gonna see some Rug Delver. I don't doubt it. Talking to Drew Levin yesterday when he stopped by to visit. He's talking about Mog Fanatic in place of Nimble Mongoose in Rug Delver. He was saying Nimble Mongoose kind of takes too long to really grow, and Mog Fanatic can really do a lot of work.
Well, Mog Fanatic has a lot of applications across the format.
Absolutely.
It takes care of an unflipped Delver's Secrets. It has a lot of targets against Maverick. It breaks up Bridge from Below from Dredge.
Yep.
So it has a lot of applications for just a one-mana creature.
Yeah, kills Thalia, slips in around the same time as Mother of Runes, so before the Mother can even be unsummoning sick.
Yeah, before Mom even gets active.
Yeah. Or even once she is active from something else, you've got they have to hesitate anytime you've got a Mog Fanatic on the table to ever use the Mother of Runes to give anything but protection from red.
Both players mulligan a 6 this game, and Michael Marlow started the show off with a Grave Crawler.
Ooh, Marlow has an appetite for brains. Hungry family, indeed. We see Oblivion Ring, Phantasmal Image, Lingering Souls, and 3 lands there. Am I seeing that correctly?
You are seeing that
look right
correct.
to you?
You're seeing an appetite that has not been quenched.
Yeah, a hungry family.
Yeah.
Again,
Yes,
yeah, going
still
hungry.
Even more hungry family.
Still hungry. Marlow's appetite for brains has not been satisfied.
Well, he does have the information that he needs, but it's unfortunate.
It's like a real bad Gataxian probe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like the worst Gataxian Pro possible.
I didn't draw a card. I had to pay mana. I mean, he at least got to pay black, because if it cost him blue, he wouldn't have been able to pay it if he had to pay the mana.
Marlow only one land this game.
Gravecrawler, and that could be good or bad, right? I mean, he probably needs at least another land, and he's going to need a third one to cast any Geralf's Messenger action. But knowing his 1-drop suite, he could probably survive on 1 land and possibly win a game.
I mean, it's just the risk you take when you choose to play.
Well,
21 lands.
Belfatto has an Oblivion Ring for the Gravecrawler, which is a reasonable target for an Oblivion Ring, and it's looking real good for Belfatto now, because Marlow obviously didn't play a second 1-drop, didn't have a second 1-drop to play, and now appears to not have a second land or a second 1-drop. He's got a Geralf's Messenger. He's got a Phantasmal Image. He just does not have the lands. And he's got a Ponder. Can't even cast that because he's just got Swamp. So he's in trouble here if Belfatto puts him under any pressure.
Which he's about to with the Lingering Souls.
Lingering Souls from Belfatto.
All right. Well, there's a second land, so at least he's going to be able to put up a fight.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not blue, so he can't cast. Still can't cast Phantasmal Image. Not that there's a good target for it, but can't cast it. Can't cast Ponder.
Can't cast the Ponder either.
He has a Highborn Ghoul. That's good. Didn't realize. Couldn't see that in his hand. So he did have a 2-drop. Looks like he just passes. Belfatto cracks a Evolving Wilds. Terramorphic Expanse,
If you will.
if you will.
It's brethren.
Yeah, twin brethren. They're just named differently. One's a little bit older than the other. All right, Lingering Souls tokens in. Belfatto to 18. 1, 2, 3. Liliana. Oh, what a dagger. Liliana's gonna get rid of that Highborn Ghoul.
And you're probably going to see a flashback on Lingering Souls, perhaps? No?
It depends on. No, he's gonna keep up some mana leak mana here. Marlow does hit the 3rd swamp, and now he has to worry because he finally can cast Geralf's Messenger. Now he's got to worry about mana leak. Belfatto wisely leaving up mana leak mana.
That's very true. You make a very good point.
It was he put Marlow on the 3rd land eventually.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, there's really no reason. If Belfatto does have mana leak in his hand, there's no reason to really open himself up to being hit with a messenger. He can just wait until next turn.
Marlow has to go for it, and it looks like it's resolved. It does resolve. So now that Liliana's going to want to tick up, but I don't know if she's going to be around for long. All right, Spirit's in for 2. Liliana ticks up. Make you discard. He discards Ponder. Marlow discards Ponder. What did Belfatto discard?
He discarded just the Plains.
And Belfatto has a Phantasmal Image to copy the Geralf's Messenger.
And he is going to flashback Lingering Souls just to put some guys in the way of that Geralf's Messenger to make it so that his Liliana can keep going.
So Marlow untaps. He can Phantasmal Image if he had blue, but I don't think he drew it. Or is that a Dark Slick Shores? Even if it's Dark Slick Shores, he can't do it yet.
Yeah, there'll be no blue.
No,
this
it's not.
turn.
It's no Dark Slick Shores. It was just a strange shadow on half the card that made me think it was a. You know how the dual color lands have that half.
Yeah, the
half and half coloring
blue,
kind of thing. Yeah. So it looks just like he's got Phantasmal Image, Diregraph Ghoul. Can't quite tell what the other 2 cards are. One, I believe, is blue. All right, so Geralf's Messenger attacking. Belfatto's going to double block.
And the reason for the double block there is that if he doesn't have a follow-up play, he can just activate Liliana to finish it off.
Yeah.
And he's okay with doing that.
So Geralf's Messenger does his little Undying trick, comes back a little bit bigger. And we know Marlow has that other ghoul, so he can protect his... Is that another Appetite?
That does another Appetite of Rings.
I'm still hungry.
And I
Show me your 1 card. It is Forbidden Alchemy. I'm still hungry. Bad Gitaxian Probe. There's the ghoul, so that will protect him from Liliana. Depending on what Belfatto draws. 1 black mana, and it's a dead weight off the top. Liliana trades with the Geralf's Messenger, and Marlow's side of the board is clear yet again for Belfatto to get in. So he's getting in there for 5.
And now it's only a matter of time, Joe.
Marlow can't seem to get into this game. I think he drew... Oh, Cavern of Souls off the top. Okay, so he can cast a Phantasmal Image, copying the Geralf's Messenger on the other side of the table, which is obviously in the form of a Phantasmal Image itself. So Cavern of Souls, naming... he's got it. He's got to put up some sort of defense. He's got to name an illusion, right?
Yeah, he should. I mean, presumably what he'll do is name an illusion.
Make a
Go ahead and
Geralf's
copy
Messenger.
Geralf's Messenger, but Belfatto's going to have the opportunity to cast a Forbidden Alchemy, further his cards in hand, and then probably just be able to further his board. So. I can't imagine Michael Marlow being able to come back from the sports state. He just got off the ground a little too slow with the one lander. He just wasn't able to draw a second one in the nick of time.
And things are really shaking up over there. All right. Everybody in, another 5. Gonna knock Marlow to 4. Marlow draws. Doesn't seem impressed with whatever it was he drew. It was
I want to let him ponder.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. Geralf's Messenger. Swamp.
Blood Artiste.
Is that Blood Artist? Yeah. So he can get the Geralf's Messenger. He's at 4 life. I mean, if he's thinking maybe can I gain some life if I play this Blood Artist? If I can like.
And can I stay alive at all?
Block, yeah.
Is that gonna do anything for me
Block
to be able to win this game?
Like if because if he plays Blood Artist here, and then Belfatto can't really attack with that Geralf's Messenger, but Belfatto's probably fine with that, you know, because he would just be like, all right, knock you to 2. You have a turn. He's gonna shuffle. He's not happy with any of those options. Yeah, because I'm thinking Marlow plays Blood Artist. If Belfatto attacks, then the Messengers trade, which gains Marlow 2 life, knocks Belfatto to 8. And of course both come back.
Yeah, both will come back, and more than likely as
neither
Spirit
will
tokens.
neither will have a target other than Spirit tokens because there's no Geralf's Messenger. Oh, there'll be Blood Artist, so they could copy Blood Artist.
They could copy Blood Artist as well.
And swamp off the Ponder.
And that does it.
That's it. Michael Marlow unable to find an answer. So Michael Belfatto with Esper Control 2-0 in the finals wins Star City Games Open Series in Columbus.
We have ourselves a champion.
Non-Delver.
Non-Delver indeed.